The Mud and the Miracle. Ruby's Tale of Rescue. Once upon a time, in a serene meadow surrounded by tall trees and gentle streams, there lived a colorful bird named Ruby. Ruby was no ordinary bird. Her feathers shimmered with hues of red, orange, and gold, and her song was as sweet as the morning dew. One sunny afternoon, as Ruby was soaring high above the meadow, admiring the beauty of the world below, she spotted something unusual, a patch of thick mud nestled among the reeds by the edge of a pond. Curious, Ruby swooped down for a closer look, but as she landed on the muddy bank, disaster struck. With a squelch and a splash, Ruby found herself sinking deeper and deeper into the sticky mud. Her wings weighed down, and her movements restricted. Panicked, Ruby flapped her wings frantically, but the more she struggled, the deeper she sank. Soon, she was up to her belly in mud, unable to free herself no matter how hard she tried. As the sun began to set and the shadows grew long, Ruby's heart sank with despair. She called out for help, but her cries were drowned out by the chirping of crickets and the rustling of leaves. Just when all hope seemed lost, a wise old owl named Oliver heard Ruby's cries for help. With a hoot of concern, Oliver swooped down from his perch in the nearby oak tree and landed beside Ruby. With gentle eyes and a comforting hoot, Oliver reassured Ruby that help was on the way. He called out to the other animals in the meadow, a family of rabbits, a group of squirrels, and even a passing deer, and together they formed a rescue team. Using branches and leaves, the animals constructed a makeshift bridge across the mud, creating a safe path for Ruby to escape. With careful steps and a grateful heart, Ruby followed their lead, inching her way across the bridge to safety. As she reached the other side, Ruby felt a wave of relief wash over her. She turned to thank her rescuers, her eyes shining with gratitude and her wings trembling with exhaustion. But before she could speak, Oliver the owl spread his wings and soared into the sky, his hoot echoing across the meadow like a gentle breeze. And as Ruby watched him disappear into the twilight, she knew that she would never forget the kindness of those who had come to her aid. From that day on, Ruby soared through the skies with a newfound appreciation for the beauty of the world and the importance of lending a helping wing to those in need. And as she sang her sweet song for all to hear, she knew that she would always be grateful for the friends who had lifted her up when she was stuck in the mud. And so, in the serene meadow surrounded by tall trees and gentle streams, the legend of Ruby the bird stuck in the mud lived on, inspiring animals of all kinds to come together in times of trouble and lift each other up with kindness and compassion.